Hello again. Surely everyone is blessed like me. And if you're not, you just don't know it yet. So I just want to talk about more like I want everyone to be careful. Especially if you have a big heart like I do. There's a lot of people out there when you have so much love to give. Maybe you're a people pleaser or a rescuer. You like to help people. You're just a good, kind hearted person like I am. And there's a lot of people out there to take advantage of you. Um, I'm going to say the N word, narcissists, narcissism. Okay, and the Bible talks all about them. I'd like to start with 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1 through 7. Understand this, that in the last days there will come times of difficulty. For people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unpleasable, slanderous, without self control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit. For those who don't know what conceit is, it means like their own opinion is like the only opinion. Okay, it's their way or the highway. Lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having the appearance of godliness. Oh, yes, but denying its power. Avoid such people. Okay? Avoid these people. There are plenty of red flags. You know, people like this will often come off as fun and to lure you in, and they'll come off with this big huge grand thing, because they're really covering up the person inside. Okay, they try to come off like this amazing special person, which I believe everybody is, but I believe there's good and bad in everyone, and you can choose to be good or bad. Okay, so um, some people can blame it on maybe their upbringing or something that they went through. But yeah, things happen. I've been through a lot, but I didn't. You don't have to be like your parents were. Okay? You're making a conscious decision, or whoever. Any person will make the conscious decision to do what they do. That's on them, not on you. So just avoid these people, all right? You may, when you're with a normal person, let me just make this comment. When you're with a normal person, say you're in the dating scene, which I really actually had to do some research, and I listened to some licensed psychologists on this because come to find out, I haven't been with a lot of normal people. A normal person, maybe your first date isn't going to be very exciting. Okay, it might just be a picnic or coffee or hanging out, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be some big grand thing. It doesn't have to be a fancy restaurant or some kind of trip where they sweep you off your feet like in a fairy tale. Okay, that's not real. fake. When someone tells you who they are, believe them. All right. When someone says, they act like something else, but then they tell you like, oh, they're acting so sweet and innocent. And then they tell you, oh, well, I'm really a monster. I really am. Or, oh, you're going to hate me when this is over with. Or, literally, I've had someone tell me, I'm the devil. And I'm just telling them, no, you're not. You're so sweet, Just listen to people when they tell you who they are, okay? And know that. Just know that. All right, those are red flags there for real. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so Romans chapter 16, verse 17 through 19. I appeal to you, brothers, to watch out for those who cause division and create obstacles contrary to the doctrine that you've been taught. Avoid them. For such persons do not serve our Lord Christ, but their own appetites, and by smooth talk and flattery they deceive the hearts of the naive. For your obedience is known to all, so that I rejoice over you. But I want you to be wise as to what is good and innocent, and what is evil. All right, so there's plenty of smooth talkers out there. That's another thing about narcissism. Narcissist. Yes, everyone has narcissistic tendencies. You have to love yourself a little bit. But when you are to the point to where a narcissist and narcissistic tendencies are totally different. Okay? Just getting that out there. Narcissistic tendencies, yeah, you love yourself. That's fine. You have maybe narcissistic tendencies from having a narcissist parent. A full-blown narcissist doesn't feel empathy. That's why it's so easy for them to hurt people. Moving along, division. There's a lot of people out there trying to cause division in the world, okay? Jesus died because everybody matters, okay? We're all brothers and sisters. We all bleed, If you pricketh my finger, does it bleed? Yes, it will bleed. I don't care if you're red or green or white or blue or purple, whatever. Okay? We're all brothers and sisters. Let's all just get along, all right? All right. So, next, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they cannot sleep unless they have done wrong. They are robbed of sleep unless they have made someone stumble. All right, so the evil people of the world, that's what we'll call them, okay? The people who choose to be bad, the people who choose the wrong path, the people that choose to get what they want the wrong way, all right? Their feelings are hurt pretty easily, all right? You're going to notice this person because you're constantly walking on eggshells around them, all right? At gatherings, everyone's talking about what's going to set them off, okay? Because to see everybody else struggle or suffer or be unhappy is the only way they can be happy, because they can't feel happiness the way normal people can. So, if someone hurts them, they're going to be up all night wondering how they can get that person back. And once they finally get that person back, then maybe they'll be a little bit happy. Titus chapter 1, verse 16. They profess to know God, but they deny them by their works. They are detestable, disobedient, and unfit for good work. All right, so there's many of people out there that, claim to be men or women of God, and maybe they've got a hidden agenda, right? There's plenty of stuff I'm sure that you hear on the news, which I don't watch the news because it's all bad news, right? Breaking news. Why is it breaking? Because it's breaking your soul. Okay? So there's plenty of bad people out there, and they just they pretend they're wolves in sheep's clothing. They may walk and quack like a duck, but they ain't a duck, okay? So these people may go to church every Sunday, but you never hear them talk about God. You never hear them quote their favorite verse. Never hear them talk about it. They'll say, "Oh, be a good person," and then they'll tell you a dirty joke, right? So just look out, okay? Anyone can be bad. I don't care. Could be your grandma, your mom, could be your dad, could be your best friend. And once you realize that people are going to let you down, you have to just realize that everyone's human. And you can't go out into the world like everyone's bad, because everyone's not bad. The best thing you can do is just set a good example. Show others that, it is possible that there are still good hearted, caring, loving, empathetic people in the world. There are plenty of us. All right. The last one I'm going to read, and plus, trust me, there are plenty more verses in the Bible that talk about evil people, bad people, people who choose to do wrong when they know what the right thing is to do. All right. So the last one I have here is Proverbs 22, verse 24 through 25. Make no friendship with a man given to anger, nor go with a wrathful man, lest you learn his ways and entangle yourself in a snare. Okay, so you might hang out with somebody the first few times, and maybe they seem real cool and calm and collective, but just pay attention to how they act when they don't get what they want. Pay attention to how they treat servers or people of service. Okay, it could be anybody. All right, pay attention to people and how they act on a bad day. Okay, and everyone has bad days, but it's not who you are on your best day that makes you the kind of person you are. It's who you are when you're going through your struggles, and it's who you are on your worst day, and how you react is what kind of person you are. Okay? So if you can just, oh man, my whole world is falling apart. It's okay. I can handle it. This sucks, but I'm going to get through this. So, just do your best. Pray for discernment. All right? If you pray for discernment, then that helps you to be able to realize who the bad people are before you ensnare yourself in their trap. You know how many people get blown away by this whirlwind romance, and oh, they're so wonderful. And sometimes it's not just you. Sometimes it's people around you that are saying, "Oh wow, they're amazing. You should grab them up while the getting's good." There's plenty of fish in the sea. All right? So, you might be blown away and swept off your feet right into a toxic relationship. Let me tell you, it happens every day. So think twice before you move in too quick with somebody. Give it time. You know, when somebody tries to move too quickly into something, it's normally a sign. Okay? Give yourself time to know that person. And no is a full sentence. All right? Don't How you can react to a situation before you're even in a relationship can determine how that relationship will be, you know? If you agree to do something even though you feel uncomfortable with it and you can't even say no to something, then how can you have a normal relationship? But if you have a problem with something and you talk about it like an adult, like a normal person would, hey, I'm not sure if I feel comfortable with that. You know, maybe we could do something different and not argue about it. So I hope that this helps somebody. I hope that, um, even if you aren't in a place where you're reading a Bible or you're not in a place where you go to church all the time, that maybe you can take my advice and just at least look for those red flags, all right? If someone seems too good to be true, they probably are too good to be true. Okay? It's just how it is. And I learned the hard way, but sometimes you're growing up in a situation where crazy seems normal. And then it's too late. So I just want everyone to know that I love you. And that's why I'm putting these videos out. And I'm praying for you all, always. Peace be with you. Good night.